All right, I've got this American Wagyu brisket, and I got my brother Louis visiting from LA. He's gonna cook this thing up with me.
I didn't know it.
And here we go. First step, I've got my beautiful slicer here, and I'm gonna start trimming it up just a little bit. I don't wanna take off too much fat. I see a lot of brisket videos where people really take off a lot of fat. I'm personally a big fan of fat. So before I continue, check out the marbling on this brisket right here. This is without a doubt the best American Wagyu I've found, and for the best price. It's from my buddy Chris's farm at LetThereBeBeef.com. I will put a link to his website down in the description box underneath this video if you wanna get in on this. I bought my brother some of that beef. What'd you think, Louis?
It's the best beef I've ever had.
Oh my God. Okay, that's good enough for me on that side. Let's flip. And we'll just take off a layer of this fat over here. So fat carries a lot of flavor, right? And as this brisket slowly cooks and renders, all that fat is gonna drip down over the meat and keep it really nice and moist. So I don't wanna trim too much. So here's our scrap, not too much. We left quite a lot of fat. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna go really simple with this brisket. Dijon mustard as a binder. And then here we just have an even split 50-50 blend of kosher salt and coarse black pepper. And since brisket is such a huge hunk of meat, you really wanna cover it. Get those sides. Woo! Cannot wait. And of course, just do the other side. So I have the Traeger Ironwood 885 set up. I'm so sorry I didn't do an unboxing video. We've had a lot of family running around. We've got neighbors over there. We've got people over here, and I just couldn't make the video. But I will say, this thing was extremely easy to set up. You're basically just putting on the legs, putting in the equipment, doing a few more small things. So with the help of my brother, we literally did this in about 30 minutes, maybe a little more. It's a piece of cake. I'm sorry, all right? All right, here we go. Brother Louis is coming with a brisket. So we're setting it right in the middle. We have the Traeger set to 275 degrees. I will keep you updated on all these steps. I'm gonna tell you exactly how we do it. We're gonna insert the Traeger probe like dead center right in the middle of the brisket. By the way, we've just been using the Traeger signature blend that's hickory, maple, and cherry. So that's been working out, some strong flavors. So we smoked it until 170 internal. Now we're gonna wrap it up and put it back on. Oh yes. Woo! Bam! Oh yeah, so for the next time I smoke, I'm gonna get some butcher paper. Sometimes aluminum foil is frowned upon, but it works really well, so we're just gonna use that today. Yeah, let's do it like a burrito. Nice and tight. Neat little package. Now back on again, 275 degrees. We'll bring her home. Look, needless to say, when you're eating smoked meat, barbecue, especially brisket, there is a ton of fat involved. And one of my favorite things to accompany brisket is some pickled vegetables. So I've got some mushrooms, carrots, cucumbers, which will turn into pickles, and cauliflower. All right, here we go. Go ahead and peel your carrots. Now, what I'm gonna do is take the bottom thinner part off. Up here, take off that top. This one we'll do directly in half. And then on a bias this way, I'll cut them about 1/4 inch. I'm just a fan of that shape for pickled carrots. And with the bottom, to get some different textures, we'll just cut these into 1/4 inch rounds. Now for the pickles, I'm gonna take this little lemon zester and just pull through like this to get that ribbed effect. Looks cool, right? And I'm just gonna do the cucumbers on a mandolin to make sure they're all nice and even, about 1/4 inch. And that's what we're left with. My beautiful wife, Tatiana, over here is just cutting these into perfect little pieces, about this size. Now, we'll just load up our cucumbers into one jar and our cauliflower and carrots into the other. Pickling liquid, white wine vinegar. Go ahead and turn it on right now. Water, sugar, sea salt, bay leaf, fresh thyme, chili flakes, crushed garlic, peppercorns. Now bring this to a boil and simply just pour over your veggies. Now let these cool to room temp, then stick them in your fridge with a lid on them. Ideally, you want these to go for about 24 hours, but I'm gonna give them about 4 hours and they'll still be really good to eat tonight. And also something to keep in mind, fat and acid, right? Like the smoked brisket, fat, this, acid, together, amazing. Squeezing lime into guacamole is fat and acid. Making a wine and butter sauce is fat and acid. Even dipping French fries into ketchup is fat and acid. The fry has been fried in a bunch of oil, a bunch of fat, right? The ketchup has a bunch of vinegar in it, that's fat and acid. All your favorite foods follow that combination, trust me, so keep it in mind. All right, now we wanna bring this up to a little over 200 degrees, which should take about another 4 hours. So what you wanna do is temp it through the foil, and we're looking good, time to pull. Get it, dude, get it. All right, this is an important step. Nice and easy.
Wait, I gotta, okay.
You got it.
I got it, different angle.
Take it easy.
Whoa.
Oh, I got it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Into the cooler. All right. Yeah. Now, don't skip that step. That's a really important step. Like if you're cooking a small steak, you might rest it for 5 or 6 minutes. When you're cooking something for like 10 hours, like we did with this brisket, you gotta rest it a lot longer. So that's gonna stay in there for 1 full hour before we even think about slicing it, okay? All right. Oh God, oh, no! Oh, I just spilled a bunch of pickled vegetables. Ugh. Okay, now before I get into this brisket, let me just say I'm not a master smoker, okay? However, I do really understand how meat reacts to heat, slow cooking, resting, all that important stuff. So I hope I did this brisket justice, but if you're watching this and you're from Texas and you're a master smoker and you have some suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments. I don't claim to be anything I'm not here on this channel. I'm just here to enjoy cooking and hopefully you'll enjoy with me, my friend. All right, now let's open it up. Oh. By the way, I actually rested this for another full 40 minutes because when I opened up that cooler after an hour, it was just still like really hot to the touch and steaming. And if you want to get real crazy about it, I think what like master smokers might do is rest it for 3 or 4 hours and then heat it back up a little bit when they serve it. And I'm sure that can only do it a lot of good. All right, let's get it on there. Woo, it's still hot. All right, I'm gonna cut it into sections. I'm gonna take off this kind of fat side first. Ooh, that slice is easy. I'll tell you what. Well, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, how good does that look? Come on! I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. Just falls apart. Oh my God, it is incredibly tender. I cannot wait. It's worth it, it is worth it! God, that is one of the best pieces of meat I've ever had, no joke. Woo! All right, my friends, until next time, yo, know I love you and I'm out.